So I'm also the founder of that finance related business. So after tuitions, I give some time to that stock market startup. It's not actually a startup; it's an established firm, which is which has a net worth of around, which has a AUM of around 50 crores under its management. So I'm also a practicing chartered accountant. I'm also a partner in a firm. So this is my introduction. At this point of time, I'm teaching students of CA Foundation and CA Inter. And at this point of time, I'm taking online classes plus offline classes. For intermediate, I'm not taking offline classes because of restrictions on time. I'm taking only online classes for intermediate students. We are also planning to launch different subjects of class 12 and even for intermediate, having agreed with different faculties so that they can teach at our center. I first of all thank you for being a part of this session. I value that. I definitely thank you for giving your precious time. I think you are giving so much effort for your college, and after attending the college from morning 6 o'clock to 9:50, like waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning or maybe even earlier, and traveling from your home to college, and then going forward, then going back, and then studying your college studies, your graduation course, as well as thinking about your future. I've taken this session because I want you to communicate about some aspects about your career. Obviously, you have taken so much effort to join this webinar, so it's my duty to inform you something, give you something which will be of your use. Definitely, I will try my level best to give you some information which is of use to you. Today, I am talking about the Chartered Accountancy course. Definitely, I think you must have heard about this course, no doubts about that. It is one of the most recognized course in today's world. The students of St. Xavier's, just like you, who have scored great marks in their class 12 examination and in co-curricular activities, you must have worked very hard to achieve this success. You must have worked day and night to get an admission into this prestigious university. So definitely, if you work like this, you will definitely get good success in life. But definitely, I personally believe that an additional course just like Chartered Accountancy is definitely a gem in your career, because this particular course has some advantages over the other courses. Like at this point of time, if you are in the finance field, if you are doing BCom honors, I'm not talking about if you are taking BSc or if you are in journalism or in arts or photography or anything, mass communication, that's a separate field altogether. But if you are doing BCom, if you are doing accounts graduation, accounts may honors if you are doing, then definitely this is the best course at this point of time. Obviously, you can do different courses after doing your graduation. Obviously, most of you, I think majority of you, approximately 90 to 95% of the Xavier students must be sitting for CAT examinations in the third year. But for these 2 years, I think most of you are in the first year, I believe. Is it? Most of you are in the first year, I believe. Is it kya? So you are just majority of you are freshers. So obviously you must be getting different options in front of you. You have to wait for 2 years to appear in CAT. What you will do for those 2 years? Yes, obviously I'm talking about when you will be in the third year, or when you will be in the fourth year. At this point of time, the university has given it for 4 years. So after 3 years, after 3 years you will be appearing for your CAT examinations. So what you will do for these 3 years? That is what I'm requesting you to consider this. I'm not saying that you must join. You must consider this chartered accountancy course. The reason why I'm saying this is because this is one of the most recognized course in India. Not in India only, but throughout the world. Every country, every developed country or even a developing country, I'm not talking about underdeveloped countries like African countries, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about developed countries or developing countries. Every country recognize this course. Obviously, at this point of time, if you have 3 years spare in hand, what you will do? You will definitely consider this course because first of all, this is a recognized course. Second is, this is one of the cheapest course. This is one of the cheapest course at this point of time. Because if you are taking admission in say CFA, I'm saying cheapest and good course. Obviously, there are cheaper courses out there, but I'm talking about something what you actually deserve. This is one of the cheapest course. Over a period of 4 years, this course will take approximately 4 years of your life. Approximately when you clear your college, you will be able to get a CA degree, nearby that only. So in those 4 years, the total amount that the institute takes is nearly only around 50,000. Just think of it, only 50,000 to 60,000 the institute takes if you obviously you clear in first attempt. If you are not able to clear in first attempt, then the institute will be taking say 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 more. The institute is only taking 50, 60,000. That is the cheapest course in today's world. It's just like a cost of not even a cost of an iPhone. In 50,000, 60,000, this is the cheapest course. And the best part is, at this point of time, you have 4 years, you have to invest in your college. What you will do for those 4 years? You will definitely consider this. I will show you some information, I will show you some data where I can prove my point. This is a recognized course. This is one of the cheapest course. The third one is, this is in demand. I think you must be aware that in today's world, you must be aware that GST was passed in 2017. So after GST, I'm not talking about taxation. Let me finish. I'm not talking about taxation. After GST came into force, majority of the small businesses which are unorganized, which are doing kacha business, I think you must be aware what is kacha business. कच्चे में जो काम करते थे, मतलब जो the companies, the entities which operated in cash, they are almost finished. They are gone, ultimately gone. Over a period of time, the economy is growing. The economy is growing. I think you must be aware, the economy is growing at 5 to 6% per annum, plus inflation 6% per annum. That means the economy is overall growing at a rate of around 11 to 12% per annum on a nominal basis. So when you are getting a growth of 12% every year, and every year you are getting a 12% growth in the economy, plus the unorganized sector is crushed day by day. The big companies are getting bigger, the small entities are getting crushed every day. I'm not talking in air ki isne ye kar diya, isne wo kar diya. These are all bullshits. The point is, the practical aspect is, the unorganized sector is being crushed on a daily basis. The small businesses are being crushed. So every entity requires some technical support, some legal support, some accounting support, some consultancy support, some finance related support. Who will help them? The first one is the software engineer. The second one is a financial expert like a chartered accountant. Financial expert, chartered accountant will help them to convert their unorganized business into organized business. Let's talk about, say, organized business. At this point of time, majority of the businesses, 92% of the population is employed in an unorganized sector. Over a period of time, this proportion will go lesser and lesser. The proportion of organized sector is only 8%. This 8% will grow approximately 20%, 25% in next 5-7 years. To the organized sector, who will help them to grow? The economy is growing at 12%. The organized sector must be growing at 15 to 20%. So the industry is growing at 15 to 20%. The person who are helping them must grow more than 20%. Can you think what is 20%? Matlab, if you are, say, at this point of time, the starting salary of a chartered accountant is around 9 to 10 lakhs. The starting salary that I'm talking about, the average salary, mind you, I will show you the data. The institute has given these. The average salary of a fresher chartered accountant is approximately 9 to 10 lakh. I'm talking about the average. But if I'm talking about a student, a very good student just like you, a student from St. Xavier's who will be clearing chartered accountancy in the very first attempt with great marks, with great experience in finance, with great practical exposure, with great extracurricular activities, with great personality, with great logical thinking in your brains, you will definitely get a starting salary of around 15 to 16 lakh minimum. I'm talking. If you clear chartered accountancy in the first attempt, you will definitely get at this point of time. I'm talking about at this point of time, present. After 4 years, it will definitely grow upwards. So if you are getting a fresher salary of 15 to 16 lakh, the institute is saying average 9 to 10. I think you must be aware what is average. In average, you take 80 lakhs. In average, you take 5 lakh also. Average is 9 to 10 lakh. So when you are talking about a fresher, when you are talking about a first time attempt clearer, first attempt mein jisne clear kar liya, he will get an average salary of around 16 to 17 lakh or near to 16 lakh. So after 3 years, it will be approximately even more than 16 lakh. And I tell you, when the organized sector is growing at 15%, economy is growing at 12%. Sir, how I can recall you? The economy is growing at around 5 to 6%. The inflation is around 5 to 6%. So the nominal growth is around 12%. Nominal growth is around 12%. Sorry for the disruption. So when the economy is growing at 6% in real terms, inflation is around 6% in every year, the economy is growing at 12% every year in nominal terms. Nominal terms, I think you must be aware. If you are getting an income of 100 rupees in this year, you will get an income of 112 in the next year. So economy is growing at a nominal rate of 12%. The organized sector is growing at 15%. And if you work hard, your income will be growing at more than 20%. So if you are getting returns of 20% increase every year, how long will you take for doubling your salary? Not even 3.5 years. 3.5 years to 4 years, you will double your salary. Simple. Mathematics is very simple, my friend. Mathematics is very simple. If you are getting a joining salary of around 16 lakh, if you clear in first shot, and you are doubling your salary around 3 to 4 years, say 4 years, say 5 years, you are getting 35 to 40 lakh in 4 years, 5 years time, my friend. Where are you? You will be clearing your chartered accountancy in around 2027, and around 2032, when you will be in the age of marriage, you will be getting a salary of 35 to 40 lakh anywhere in the country. And if you go abroad, simply 2.5 times. That's simple calculation that I'm talking. The point is, what I'm saying is, this course has some fundamental features which makes it a distinguishing course. बाकी courses से पूरा इसको अलग कर देते हैं. There was a particular time when this course was बहुत सारे इसके बारे में बदनामी हुआ था. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. The results at this point of time are not that low. At this point of time, the results are quite high. I will show you the data of present results. So when you clear chartered accountancy, you will get a salary of 15-16 lakh. After 5 years, 35 to 40 lakhs. It's very simple and very logical and very clear. Let me show you some information about the average salary packages. 1 minute, please. Look, this is the average salary of the institute is around 7.36 lakh. I think you must be able to see the screen. I think. I do believe 7.36 lakh here. . 7.36 lakh. This is 1 year old data. 1 year old data. But at this point of time, the salary is higher, around 8 to 9 lakh. 7.36 lakh was the average salary. Average salary in the campus placement, I'm saying. I'm talking about the campus placement. But if you are applying personally, you will get an even better salary. Say for example, after becoming a chartered accountant, a student will be applying wherever he wish. जहां उसका मन होगा वहां पर अप्लाई करेगा. If he is getting a better package personally, he will opt for that. If he is getting a better package in campus, he will opt for that. So institute is saying the average salary is 7.36 lakh. This is 1 year old data, my friend. 1 year old data, average salary. Average. Average. Do you know what is average? I do believe you must be. This is the 1 year old data. Institute has computed this. But if you are applying personally, you may be getting a better salary. That is not reflected in this particular data that you are observing on the screen. If you are passed in several attempts, around 6 to 9 lakh. If you are passing in single attempt, the average salary is around 11 to 15 lakh. Please, I think don't look at the right side. Like this is a browser. This is a particular website which is saying this, and obviously these are verified data. These are verified data, and different salaries are given on the left side. No need to look at those. No need to look at those. I'm talking only about the joining salary. After joining, you will get the package as per your expertise, as per your skill, as per your competence. If you are able to reduce the cost of the company in which you are employed, if you are able to increase the revenue, if you are able to organize the industry, if you are able to help them comply their legal compliances, definitely you will get a higher package. You will get a higher salary. And I'm only talking about the aspect that when you are not doing something extraordinary. I'm only talking about the fact that when you are doing something very ordinary, you are clearing the chartered accountancy in the first attempt, getting a package of 15-16 lakh. You are doing ordinary services, and after 5 years you will be getting 20% से अगर आपका increase होता है तो 3.5 years में you will get double. But I'm taking 5 years. 5 years down the line, after chartered accountancy, 5 years, you will get a package of around 35 to 40 lakhs. Only when you are not doing something extraordinary. But if you have the expertise, you can increase that package. You can go for the substitution. Matlab, you can join a different company. If you're not having proper growth, you can join a different company altogether. So what I'm simply saying is you must definitely consider this. You must definitely consider this. In comparison to the return on investment, definitely. Return on investment that you get. You are giving 50-60,000 for a total course for 4 years, and you are joining salaries around 8 lakhs, 9 lakh, and first timers 15 to 16 lakh. And if you are a ranker, you will get an even better package. So the data is in favor of you. This is in favor of you. Now the question is, which industries will be employing me? Which industries will be helping me? What is the course pattern? Obviously, there are different websites which you can check out key how to take admission in the institute. What are the steps? I have just given a simple step to. These are all something which everyone knows actually. This is actually a PPT, but I have compiled a list of the famous chartered accountants in the country. Kumar Mangalam Birla, look at this person. He is the son of Birla family and he has done chartered accountancy. My God, unbelievable. Why? Because this course teaches you about business. It teaches you about profitability. What do you think? Ki at this point of time, you must be hearing funding winter hai. Startups are not finding any funding. Baiju is getting crushed. The startups which used to command very high valuation, they are being crushed because they did not earn profit. The reason, the profits because they are not able to generate profits. And this course only focuses on profits, revenues, financials, ratios. The when one of the richest family in the country has sent their son to do CA, why? He could have afforded a personal MBA institute, but still he chose chartered accountancy. Why? The reason, obviously, because this course is something which you cannot compare. Naina Lal Kidwai, the old FICCI chairman, the ex-FICCI chairman, is a chartered accountant. I think you must be aware about Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, one of the richest investor in the country. He was a chartered accountant. 1 minute, please. There is a light reflection. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala was a chartered accountant. Deepak Parekh, the founder of HDFC Bank, he was a chartered accountant. We cannot count the number of persons who have done chartered accountancy and are successful now. Piyush Goyal, I don't need to inform you, I don't need to tell who is this person. TV Mohandas Pai, the manager of Tata Steel. TN Manoharan, Suresh Prabhu, railway minister, ex-railway minister. So these are famous personalities who have chosen chartered accountancy as their career. Now, how to join the course? I will take you 5 minutes. How you can join for this particular course. There are two routes to join this. One is the foundation route and the one is the direct route. Matlab, at this point of time, the institute has divided its course into 4 points, 4 examinations. One is foundation, one is intermediate, one is SPM, self-paced online modules. Then the last one is CA final. There are 4 stages: foundation, inter, SPM and finals. So you will get an entry into intermediate. The course actually starts from intermediate. The course does not start from foundation. The course actually starts from intermediate. So you can get an entry through foundation, or you can just clear intermediate of CS or CMA institute, or you can complete your graduation and then join directly in the intermediate. That is one option, but your graduation will be taking 4 years. Graduation will be taking 4 years. If you want to join, then you have to wait for 3.5 years. Then that's a very long wait actually. So there are some steps, like for foundation you will be taking 4 months. Say for example, the student who has taken admission before June, they must be appearing in December. If you have not taken admission before June, if you are taking admission now, you will be appearing in the next June. So say for example, you have not taken admission in CA foundation and now you are taking admission in CA foundation. You will be appearing in the month of June for foundation, June 24, intermediate May 24, May 25, and after that you will be required to do articleship for 2 years. Say for example, your articleship ends in around June 27. June 27 I'm saying. May 24, June 24 May you will be doing foundation. May 25 intermediate. After that you will start your articleship in say July 25. You will take 2 years. 2 years. July 27. July 27 में उसके बाद में आप after 6 months say May 28 में you will clear your finals. That's it. Very simple. So at this point of time you are already late. That's why you are taking 5 years. But if you are already taken, you must be appearing in November 27. Just after completing your graduation, you will be able to complete your chartered accountancy. That's it. So simple the course. Obviously, this is not as simple as which is being observed. Obviously, the passing percentage are very difficult. But for a student like you, these are petty matters. These are definitely not the matter to look. If I am taking a seminar in Xavier's, I'm not worried about the passing percentage. If I'm taking a seminar or webinar in some other colleges, Say for example, a college will take admission in for students scoring 80%, non-match students scoring 80%, 70%, 60%, then I will be worried about the passing percentage. But if I'm talking to students of St. Xavier's, I will not be worried about the passing percentage, damn it. Definitely I will be worried about the passing percentage of CA final, but I'm not worried about passing percentage of CA foundation and intermediate. These are all petty matters because the students will be definitely able to clear in the first attempt. Foundation में Xavier's के students fail नहीं होते. Normally they don't fail. Normally they don't fail. I'm not saying that it's written, but normally they don't fail. Obviously they have to work a bit. They have to work hard, but they will definitely clear the foundation and intermediate level. And this point of time, intermediate level is comparatively far easier than which it used to be. The institute has changed its syllabus. The institute has reduced in syllabus in intermediate. It is far easier than before. So the passing is not a very big deal at all. So I have given you some steps. You can check it out. If required, you can contact me. I can also send you the PDF of this. And even there is in the new course, the institute has launched a new course in 2023 only. So the students, if you are not able to complete CA final, the student can also opt for getting a special certificate BAA, Business Accounting Associate. I repeat, Business Accounting Associate. I repeat, there are 4 stages of chartered accountancy: foundation, inter, SPM, self-paced online modules, online exams होंगे, और उसके बाद CA final. फाउंडेशन, इंटर, एसपीएम, फिर फाइनल. तो अगर इफ यू आर नॉट कॉन्फिडेंट दैट आई एम एबल टू कंप्लीट फाइनल, देन यू आफ्टर 3 stages, फाउंडेशन, इंटर और एसपीएम, you can apply for BAA, Business Accounting Associate. Definitely that will be a valid degree for a good job. Obviously you will not be getting a 16-17 lakh package, but still you will be getting a package by which you can survive at least approximately 7 to 8 lakh, obviously if you are first timer. And I don't think even a first timer will need to do this because they will definitely go for CA finals. Just for information, nothing more than that. The next one is direct entry. I don't need to talk about direct entry for this. The institute has told that commerce students, graduates or postgraduate के बाद, if they score 55%, they can get a direct entry. Or non-commerce graduate needs 60%, or intermediate pass students of CS and CMA students can definitely get a direct admission into the course. Matlab they can directly appear for intermediate. They can directly appear for intermediate. Now I will be talking about, say, I will be showing you the papers at different levels. The reason is because I will be talking about what are the opportunities that you will get, what are the industries that you can explore after becoming a chartered accountant. The course is designed in such a way that it teaches you everything about finance, everything about business, I should say, not exactly finance. Whether it's taxation, whether it's audit, whether it's law, whether it's calculations, whether it's auditing, whether it is project finance, whether it is legal aspects, every single thing, whether it's about stock markets, whether about business problems, whether about anything about the business, you will get an idea about this. कुमार मंगलम बिरला ने किया है सीए का कोर्स. कुमार मंगलम बिरला, उनको क्या जरूरत थी? क्योंकि this course teaches you something which no other course can. Definitely no other course can. Sir, CFA, I should not be talking about CFA because a CFA course is specifically focused on stock markets. It hardly focuses on business aspects. It only focuses on investments. After becoming a CFA, you will be only able to join a good industry. If you are doing a CFA, you will be better joining a investment banking firm, a mutual fund, an asset management company, but you will not be able to join a good bank. And even if you join, you will not get a good salary. The reason? Because they only focuses on what? Investment banking, nothing more than that. But this course has different subjects. You can see there are 4 subjects at foundation level: accounts, law, economics and mathematics. I think you must be aware what is mathematics about. हेलो, दरवाजा बंद कर दीजिए. Some work is going on, so sound is coming. Sorry. So these four subjects: accounts, law, economics. Economics teaches you about business. Economics teaches. It's not demand and supply only, my friend. It's not demand and supply, my friend. It's about Indian economy. It's about markets. It's about business aspects. Ki how do you calculate your cost? It's about production. It's about international trade. Everything is covered in business economics. I'm talking about the new syllabus, my friend. I'm not talking about the old course. I'm talking about the new course. Then there are different papers at intermediate level. Intermediate level mein you have 6 papers divided into 2 groups. Foundation mein there are 4 papers. Inter mein there are 6 papers divided into 2 groups. First group and second group. I tell you, the institute has a system to pass. The passing marks are 40% for each subject, and overall the student has to score 50%. Every subject 40% minimum, and overall 50% in a group. So there are 3 papers: accounts, law and taxation. Accounts, law और taxation 3 papers हैं. Accounts, what you study in accounts? You will be studying accounting standards and Ind AS. Ind AS, what are those? When you work in a multinational, if you are working in a multinational, you have to say, for example, you are working in a HUL, ITC. You are working in, say, for example, a multinational company. Say, for example, Coca-Cola India Private Limited. You are working in a multinational company. You have to prepare your books. You have to comply with your financials as per Indian laws, as per holding companies laws. If the holding company is situated in US, then you have to prepare your financials as per Ind AS. Who will help? The chartered accountant will help. That is being taught in accounts. Obviously, in intermediate, accounting standards are being taught. In final level, Indian accounting standards are being taught. Corporate and other laws. This is business, my friend. This is only about business. What you are studying? Corporate laws. The laws which a company need to follow. The laws which a business need to follow. It's everything about business. This is a course which covers everything about industry, everything about business. It will make you master of every single thing. And the course is not that simple that teaches you everything. ऊपर से नहीं पढ़ाता है. It teaches everything in depth, so that you can get a grasp, good knowledge about every aspect of the business. You will not be touching everything. You will be going into depth with everything. You will be going into depth with everything. Then there is a taxation aspect. No doubt, this taxation, if you are working in a multinational, you will be worried about Indian taxation. You will be worried about international taxation. Everything is being taught in taxation. At intermediate level, only income tax and Indian GST. But in final level, you will be taught income tax, GST तो होगा ही. साथ ही साथ customs will be there. साथ ही साथ international taxation will be there in CA final. So I will be coming to that. Then there are papers at intermediate level में second group में. There are 3 papers. One is cost and management accounting. What does it teach? Cost and management accounting. क्या पढ़ाता है इसमें? This subject talks about how does a company can minimize their cost. I think you must be aware, at this point of time, majority companies are working on AI. Majority companies are working on how to reduce their cost, how to reduce their labor cost. But if they are reducing their labor cost, who will work? The machines? No, the machines cannot actually work. They will be working only when some person will be employed. Some person will be employed to operate the machines automatically, to operate the software automatically. That person will be hired. The others will be retrenched. Everyone else will be retrenched. So the company will be reducing their cost. This is what you study in this cost subject. How to improve your product cost, how to reduce your product cost. If you are selling in the market, at what price you should be selling. If you are accepting a one-time offer, how will you accept that or reject that? Decision making you will study. This is not only costing, this is management accounting, my friend. यहां पर सिर्फ आपको कॉस्टिंग कैलकुलेशन नहीं, यहां पर आपको डिसीजन मेकिंग भी पढ़ाते हैं. डिसीजन मेकिंग इज ऑल्सो बीइंग टॉट. देन यू हैव ऑडिटिंग एंड एथिक्स. एथिक्स, ओ माय गॉड, this in this world is at present focuses on ethical businesses. If you are doing your businesses ethically, then only you will be able to survive in this world. I give you an example, something like, at this point of time there is a company in the stock market which is Tapadia Tools. This is a company owned by Bangar family. Bangar family, you must be aware, Bangar family, the old business house based in Kolkata only. Have you heard about that? You don't have. The share price of the company are 2.5 rupees, 3 rupees. But the company is paying a dividend of 75 rupees. Doing simply unethical business practices. There was a 6 months back, there was a allegation of unethical practices on Adani Group firms. In January 2023, only 6 months back, there was an allegation of unethical business practices on Adani Group firms. What were they doing? They were doing some unethical activities, like corporate governance का failure था. They were not disclosing their shareholding. They were not disclosing their related party transactions. Who will manage? The auditor. You will be employed whether the company is operating ethically or not. Then you have financial management and strategic management as your course. SM, strategic management, the strategies which you follow, the financial management. How do the companies raise funds? How do they utilize their funds? पैसा कहां से आता है, पैसा कहां पर जाता है, उसका कॉस्ट कितना लगता है, ये all these will be studied in FM. Everything will be studied in this particular course, my friend. Every single thing which a businessman requires will be studied, obviously in a theoretical manner. But when you have good theory base, only then you will be able to apply. Say for example, in bachpan mein, if you're not being taught A for apple, B for ball, you will not being taught A, B, C, D to Z properly. You will not be able to write any proper sentences. You will not be able to speak anything. You will not be able, you could not have been able to express your feelings to anyone. So theoretical knowledge obviously is required. Till intermediate level you will be getting theoretical knowledge, but after intermediate level there is a concept called, there is a system called articleship. After intermediate level you will be doing industrial training. You will be employed in an actual industry. You will be employed in an audit firm. You will be employed in a CA firm. You will be employed in a company which will give you exposure to the business. 2 years articleship is compulsory at this point of time. You must have heard in old syllabus there were 3 years. At this point of time only 2 years articleship is compulsory. Only 2 years. The institute has reduced the requirement from 3 years to 2 years. So obviously you will save upon that time. I repeat, if you have not taken admission in CA Foundation, at this point of time you consider, you will be able to appear in June 24 for foundation, May 25 for intermediate, clearing in May 25, applying for articleship in May 25, yeah, say July, August 25. This time around after 2 years you will be applying for articleship. For 2 years you will be doing your articleship 2027. After 6 months, say January 28, you will be eligible to appear in CA final, and then in May 28 you will be clearing final in first shot. Obviously it may take 1 or 2 attempts if you are not able to clear. So in 2028 you will be clearing CA final. The point is, what I'm saying is, only if you are already late, if you already taken admission, then you will save 6 months. You will save 6 months. So what I'm saying is I'm only up to intermediate level, my friend. Intermediate level tak aapne, you have seen that you are being taught everything about business, everything about business. Then the institute has done some online course. 1 minute, let me check some questions which you may have asked. I think everyone is able to listen. Yeah, thank you. Can you please switch off? Your background sound is coming. Yes, thank you. So these are some, this is the third level of the institute. This you will be doing along with articleship. This is a new introduction in the course. Previously there were 3 stages: foundation, inter, final. At this point of time there are 4 stages: foundation, inter, self-paced online modules, SPM, and then finals. This SPM, look at the content of this SPM. You will be given multiple choices. You will be given multiple choices. Let's look. Set A and Set B are compulsory papers. Corporate and economic laws, strategic cost and performance management. Previously this was costing in CA final. These 2 papers were in CA final. These were actually in CA final actually previously. Now the institute has transferred this to SPM. The final has been divided into 2 parts: SPM and CA final. Cost and corporate and other laws, economic laws. What you will be studying in economic laws, sir? FERA, FEMA, international transactions, international transactions. Corporate law, you will be studying complete company law, complete company law. In strategic cost and performance management, you will be studying about business. How will they reduce their cost? How will they strategize their business? क्या strategy follow करेंगे? Now then there are 2. Now look at the topics, look at the options which the institute is giving you. You can choose from any of them: risk management, sustainable development or sustainability reporting, public finance and government accounting. You can be, if you are interested in government jobs, you can study this, you can select this. Insolvency and bankruptcy code, the companies which are becoming insolvent, they have to follow this. International taxation is an optional part. Obviously in indirect taxation final level you will be studying international taxation, but this is something, if you are interested in international taxation, you can select this SPM. I recall there are 4 stages: foundation, inter, SPM. I'm sorry, international taxation, this is a choice which you can take. If you want to specialize, in risk management of the company, whether the company should venture into different areas which are not their expertise, what are the risks, how the investors will feel, everything is being taught. If you are interested in legal aspect, there is a paper called Arbitration and Conciliation Act. Arbitration and conciliation मतलब out of court settlement करने के लिए, there is a paper. If you are interested in legal aspects, you can select this. Forensic accounting, oh my god, this is something relevant to corporate governance. If a company is not following proper policies, how will you verify that you will be studying forensic accounting? These are optional papers. Yes, please tell. Yes, please tell. I'm sorry, I cannot understand what you're saying actually. I'm sorry, I cannot understand what you're actually saying. Not audible. Someone has muted me, I believe. So, like forensic accounting, this talks about corporate governance, valuation. My God, this is talking about mergers and acquisitions. You will be getting a knowledge about mergers and acquisitions, how to value your company in case of mergers and acquisitions. Financial services and capital markets. If you are interested in stock markets, financial services and capital markets is a paper for you. You will be also studying strategic financial management at final level, but this is another paper for you. Matlab, the field in which you are interested is being given you as an option. Option diya ja raha aapko. If you are interested in any of these, you can select anything from these 10 papers. Forex and treasury management. My God, unbelievable. This is something in which majority of successful chartered accountants are employed in treasury department of multinational companies. How do they manage their cash positions? They are simply employed in treasury department. How do they minimize their forex risks? If they are having some imports or exports pending in future, how do they manage currency risks? If the currency rates fluctuate ups and down, कैसे उनको मैनेज करेंगे? ये फॉरेक्स डिपार्टमेंट, फॉरेक्स एंड ट्रेजरी डिपार्टमेंट में मेजॉरिटी सक्सेसफुल पीपल आर एम्प्लॉयड इन ट्रेजरी डिपार्टमेंट. Then set D is something which is entirely a different level altogether. Here you will be taught about, you can select anything. I personally believe the student should select the third paper, entrepreneurship and startup ecosystem. You have to select any one paper. Constitution of India, psychology and philosophy. This is a new introduction. These are totally new introduction at SPM level. Digital ecosystem and entrepreneurship and startup ecosystem. This is the time of startup. This is the era of startups. So I recall there are 4 stages: foundation, inter, SPM. This is talking about SPM. 2 sets are compulsory, 2 papers are compulsory. The other 2 papers you have option. For third paper you have 10 options. For fourth paper you have 4 options. The options are given by the institute. Ki whatever you think, which paper you like, which field you like, you can study that. And these are the paper at final level. There is one special paper, I tell you, this is first group and this is second group. I tell you about one paper, special paper, multidisciplinary case study paper. What is this? I'm telling financial reporting accounts. This is something international accounting hai. Advanced financial management, in which you will be studying about forex, you will be studying about derivatives, options, futures. Advanced auditing, assurance and ethics. Advanced auditing, assurance and professional ethics. Then there is a paper, direct tax and international taxation, indirect tax. My God, when you're doing business, at every point of time, every transaction, you will be required to pay taxes. Who will manage those? Direct taxes and indirect taxes. And the last paper, this is something which is, my God, unbelievable a paper. Integrated business solutions. This IBS paper, 6th paper, the last paper in group 2. My God, this is absolutely unbelievable paper. This is something which is an open book examination paper. You can bring any book to the examination hall and you will be given a particular situation. यहाँ पर आपको सारी चीजें जो आप जानते हैं, every paper you know, everything you know about that, you have to study. You have to write in examination. You will be given a case study. आपको एक business situation दे देगा. In this situation you have to talk about कि इसका reporting, how will you report that, accounting कैसे होगा, financial management आपको इसमें बताना पड़ेगा, audit करना होगा वहां पर, इसमें taxation और indirect taxation aspects बात करना होगा. मतलब all the papers are being asked in integrated business solution. This is an open book examination paper. Open book examination paper. What I'm simply saying is you must consider this course. Definitely, I'm not saying that you must consider this particular course because this can definitely change your life. Now I show you some passing percentage. This was just a PPT which I prepared. I'm showing this as a PDF, but this was actually being prepared as a PPT. Sir, why are you showing this as a PDF? क्योंकि अभी स्क्रीन शो जो मतलब द ऐप विच आई वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग, दिस ऐप इज नॉट बीइंग यूज्ड. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. सीए फाउंडेशन लास्ट टर्म दिसंबर 22 में द पासिंग परसेंटेज वाज अराउंड 29%. सीए फाउंडेशन 29% is an average passing percentage, but for students who are good students, this passing percentage is more than 90-95%. Like if you have a maths at +2 level, if you have a good marks in accounts, economics, maths, English, you can easily clear this foundation level. For you, this is just like 100%. This is just like 100% of passing percentage. Then the passing percent of intermediate is around 12.2% for both groups. 20% से ज्यादा है एक एक ग्रुप का. If a student is appearing in one group, the passing percentage are around 20, more than 20%. So it's not that बहुत कम passing percentage नहीं है. This is passing percentage of CA final. Both group 11%, first group 21%, second 18%. If you check single group, easily pass होते हैं students. 20% is a very good passing percentage, mind you. 21% first group, 18% second group. This is a very big passing percentage. बहुत अच्छा खासा percentage है ये. What is the success rate in MBA? CAT में if you are appearing for CAT examinations, what is the passing percentage? I'm not talking about passing percentage. How many of you get selected in IIMs? How many? Nothing, sir. Out of 2 lakh students, 1000 students are selected in IIM. That's it. 0.5%. And here you are getting around 20% for first group, 20% for second group approximately, and even 10% for both the groups. So like passing percentage is far better, and the results, the cost are far lower. This is again a passing percentage of intermediate level. वही सेम ही है 18-23%, थोड़ा सा अलग है. CA final first group 11%, second group it was like 31% in the second group. Many students cleared in the second group, but overall passing percentage was very low. If I would have talked to any average college, I would have shown these percentage. I have given importance to these percentage. I'm not talking to you about these passing percentage because you don't need to be informed about these passing percentage. For you, the passing percentage is foundation and intermediate 100%. That's it. Khatam. Definitely for final level, the passing percentage may be different for you also. It will be still more than 50 to 60% for a student who is appearing in St. Xavier's, who's studying in St. Xavier's. Now the students, these are some like PPT I have prepared, different areas in which you can get an exposure to the companies, the list of companies which I have compiled, the industries which hire chartered accountants. Taxation and audit में you have an expertise. Project finance में you have an expertise. Investment banking में there was a paper, I think you must be remembering, forex and treasury management. याद है ना SPM में? और इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग का भी प्रोजेक्ट फाइनेंस का एक पेपर था, फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट, स्टॉक मार्केट से रिलेटेड. बैंकिंग एंड फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज इज द बिगेस्ट हायरर ऑफ दीज चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स. ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, HDFC Bank hired many chartered accountants. KPO, the big 4 companies have some subsidiaries which have KPOs. Like what is this KPO? I tell you something, you must be aware of this, I don't need to tell. KPOs are something where you are outsourcing your knowledge. Like say for example, a person sitting in US is filing his returns. Now if they hire their CPA, it will be costing, say for example, 10 lakh in Indian currency terms. Now they will be outsourcing to PwC. PwC को they will be paying say 1 lakh, and they will comply with all the legal formalities. They will file their returns on time. So you will be able to study international laws, and then you will be able to help them in filing their returns. This is KPO, something like that. No, your knowledge is being outsourced. Matlab, you will be studying international laws, you will be studying international taxations, taxation of different countries you will be studying. You will be applying those knowledge in KPO of say PwC or E&Y. जो कंपनी हायर करती है KPO के लिए, वही लोग आपको एम्प्लॉय कर सकते हैं. ओनली दे कैन एम्प्लॉय यू. बैंकिंग एंड फाइनेंस में आई हैव कंपाइल्ड सम. बैंकिंग में HDFC बैंक, ICICI बैंक, SBI, कोटक महिंद्रा बैंक, ये हायर करते हैं आपको. लार्सन एंड टूब्रो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एंड सर्विसेज में कॉस्ट कंट्रोल करने के लिए, लीगल कंप्लायंसेस यू कैन हेल्प देम. ऑडिट. अच्छा, ऑडिट में देयर आर 2 टाइप्स ऑफ ऑडिट. वन इज स्टैट्यूटरी ऑडिट, वन इज इंटरनल ऑडिट. Statutory audit, the law says that every company audit should be done by a chartered accountant. Internal audit, they will hire internal auditor themselves कि whether I am doing my business efficiently. The third one is tax audit. Audit में भी 3 चीजें हैं, 3 areas हैं आपके लिए. I think these are the industries which I have compiled. IT industry, then consulting and auditing में different companies are there. Education and research में, like you can become a teacher, you can start your own coaching institute, you can teach at different institute like ICAI, IIMs, IITs में आपको बुलाया जाएगा पढ़ाने के लिए, and so on. तो this was exactly something about chartered accountancy course. For any other question, you can definitely contact me, you can definitely call me. Okay. Point is, if you want to pursue chartered accountancy, you can go for foundation route or you can go for direct route. For direct route, you have to wait for 3 long years. Only after that 3 long years you can pursue those direct route. I think you must have heard, you must have listened, 55% you have to score in graduation. Only after that you can go for direct route. Point is, if you are appearing for May 24 CA intermediate examination, should I go for single group or both groups? First of all, I tell you, I actually don't have any information about your preparations. So if you have completed your tuitions, before December this year, there are still 5 months left. अगर आपने December तक या maximum 15 Jan तक, if you have completed all the tuition, then definitely you should go for 2 groups. But if there is a problem, you are not able to complete your studies, you are not able to complete your syllabus before 15th of January, then you should go for single group. Definitely, this is the first term of the new syllabus, so definitely the question paper pattern will be entirely different. But you have to take a decision. If you complete by this December, the full syllabus, if you complete by December, then you should go for 2 groups, otherwise go for 1 group. One question I missed actually. Definitely, what you're thinking, CA will get a job means what? What are you talking about? Definitely, you will be getting a good job. After doing chartered accountants, you will definitely get a good job. At this point of time, there is a great demand. I have a you can check out in the last year 2022 till May 2022, the industries were hiring chartered accountant like anything. मतलब the student, the person, the candidate who does not know anything, they are being hired. Why? Because they have a CA degree. That's it, nothing else. Even half chartered accountants, even first group, one group pass chartered accountants were being hired because of shortage of demand, because of shortage of chartered accountants. फाइनेंस में एक्सपर्टाइज हर जन को नहीं मिलता है. यू डोंट गेट एक्सपर्टाइज इन फाइनेंस just by doing an MBA, just by doing a graduation. You cannot get a good job. But finance में expertise के लिए at least a intermediate pass students has more knowledge than MBA in finance. MBA in finance and CA intermediate pass. The CA intermediate pass has more knowledge about business, more knowledge about finance. How will AI affect CA demand in future? देखिए, the point is AI is a overhyped concept. No doubt AI is being used by us at this point of time also. आज भी हम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं AI को. आप कैमरा में यू टेक अ सेल्फी और ऑटोमेटिक आपके चेहरे पर ऊपर में स्नैपचैट में कई सारे फोटोग्राफ्स में चीजें आ जाती है, प्रॉप्स आ जाते हैं अपने आप. This is what AI तो है, this is what AI ही है. Sir, AI will be used in industry. This will reduce the labor cost, but the chartered accountant will not be replaced. Chartered accountant को replace करने के लिए कम से कम 10 साल और नई एरियाज है. I tell you something, 1980s में at that point of time, the people were saying that if you are able to tally a trial balance, your job is done. If you are able to tally a balance sheet, your job is done. At that time, the CA were only totaling their balance sheet. But then the software came, the computer came. What happened? CA को job नहीं मिला, job मिला. Point is, you will yourself upgrade. When the AI will come, definitely you will yourself upgrade. Some things automatically will be done. New things will arise. That you have to understand. So if you have any questions whatsoever, you can definitely ask me.